going to be Bailey Zappi, though we do know it's going to be Mitch Trubisky in for Kenny Pickett. Here's Trubisky from yesterday on how he's going to approach his first start of the 2023 season.
Anytime you get on the field, it's a great opportunity, so I'm looking forward to this for sure. We're trying to score points. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to take care of the football, and we got to play better as an offense. We're going against good defense this week, well coached. So we just got to do our job, execute well, play all 11 together, and we want to be an aggressive offense. So whatever that means, taking care of the football, we got to find ways to score points. That's the bottom line.
He said we're going to score points. I mean, I guess 3 points counts. We've scored points if we score 3.
Multiple
I don't know how
points.
more than 3 they're going to score against the Patriots defense. I mean, the Patriots defense has been very good. The problem is the offense is horrible.
Yeah.
So,
no, you're
and
right.
look, it's December football. Boy, it would be great if it would snow or something, but it's December football. It's the field formerly known as Heinz.
It's cold out in the
iconic
Northeast.
franchises
It'll be a
with
cold
national
night. It'll
followings.
be a good look.
It was cold last night, and it was
Yeah.
spitting snow. I was down at the barn, and it feels like December, and it is December. It should feel like December. It is December. But, hell, on Sunday they had thunderstorms in Pittsburgh, so it wasn't feeling like December.
Right.
Hopefully on Thursday night there won't be any lightning delays on December 7th.
Right.
But, look, I mean, the Steelers need this one because they're right in the middle of that cluster of teams, and if they don't turn it around after getting embarrassed by the Cardinals on Sunday – they're going to be on the outside looking in.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, again, another team, very little wiggle room here, right? I mean, we know, first off, it's a team that every game they play in the NFL is pretty much going to be close. They're a field goal game type of football team. That's what they are. They've embraced that, and good for them for knowing what they are at this point. They're a 17-14, 14-10. That's what you expect. We'll see where it goes. Yeah, I think Sunday screwed them over. The fact that there was 3 halftimes and they didn't get to impose their physical will of wearing teams down like you say in the viewing room every week. Here it goes. It's the fourth quarter. They're wearing the other team down. Look, they're out hitting them. They do all this crazy stuff. That got taken away from them. Let alone they probably took the opponent a little lightly as well. We know that.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. This is the next thing I was going to mention.
Yeah. But
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Said it. He said it.
Yeah.
He said, I felt like that the whole week. Once we got out there, I just felt like something was different. We weren't at our best and whatnot. I feel like we just took them more lightly than we should have. How does that happen with a professional football team coached by Mike Tomlin? How does Mike Tomlin allow his team to take any team lightly, especially a Cardinals team that hasn't been embarrassed in many games this year? They beat the Cowboys. They've been in most of their games. How does this happen that Mike Tomlin, whose resume includes a Super Bowl win over the Cardinals, how does he allow his team to take that franchise lightly?
Yeah, he doesn't take anything lightly. We know Mike Tomlin, right? It's shocking to me too. The Mike Tomlin, whatever, the leaders on the football team for the Pittsburgh Steelers, all of that. I think you play into the human psyche of, we went on the road and beat the Bengals. That was a big win for us. And then, it's Arizona. And, everybody's been telling us they're kind of tanking for the top spot all year, or they're looking for a quarterback. They're trying to figure that out. I think that human psychosis plays into that a little bit, surely, right? But, yeah, disappointing. Disappointing for a team where they're not good enough to come out and not play with effort and physicality and be that team. That's what we're talking about. That's how they kind of win football games, by doing that to other teams, out hitting them, right? And that's where it'll be interesting on Thursday night against the New England Patriots, right? I mean, Mitchell Trubisky, the one thing I'll say about him, the physical ability he has is every bit as good as Kenny Pickett, if not better. I mean, if they line up in a race, I'm taking Mitchell Trubisky. If you go who's got a stronger
absolutely.
arm, I'm taking Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, remember last year, all the talk about Trubisky, he's not throwing the ball down the field. They're not throwing the ball down the field. And they bench him, and they throw the ball even shorter with Kenny Pickett. So we'll see if he can kind of start this or keep this new mantra of throw the ball down the field on a consistent basis going here. But I certainly don't look at it and go, man, Pittsburgh's offense, it's going to be even worse now with Mitchell Trubisky. There's a part of me that goes, no, Mitchell Trubisky might bring a little bit of more of a playmaking aspect to this offense that could give it a spark. As long as he doesn't do, some reckless, stupid stuff, which, quarterbacks who haven't played all season tend to do at times.
tomorrow night, here's your weather on the ones for Pittsburgh. The high is 44. The low is 32. No snow in the forecast, unfortunately, and it looks like the temperature will be right around 37.
All right, a little warm.
So
a little
it'll be
warm.
cold.
Yeah.
You'll see the breath. I noticed for the first time this past weekend in one
Yeah.
of these games, you could see the breath. That's part of the football. You know, when it becomes the fun part of the season, when you see the big clouds of steam and the breath and all that, you know it's cold out even if it isn't. It was probably the Sunday night game in Green Bay where we were seeing the big clouds of breath come out of the players. So we're moving in that direction. Would be nice to have a little snow. Maybe we'll have a good game. Hey, Monday night's game, we thought it was going to be a laugher. It ended up being a great game.
It was awesome.
We had great primetime games this week.
We did.
And two of them would have been completely unexpected. We expected the Chiefs to handle the Packers. We expected the Jaguars to handle the Bengals, and we got surprised in both of them. So maybe the Patriots have a little trick up their sleeve on Thursday night for the Steelers.
One turn, Trubisky's goal should be don't let New England's defense win it. I mean, that really should be the goal. That's really, I mean, like, hey, Mitch, did you see the New England Patriots offense over the last month? No, neither did I. We haven't seen them. So don't mess it up. They're non-existent. Don't let the Patriots defense get the short field, get a turnover like that. I think this is a game that's setting up that, it might be 13-6. It's going to be hard hitting, right? But the Steelers need it, and I expect them to pull through because of the desperation, and they're a little more talented than the New England Patriots, obviously.
When you're one of the few teams in the AFC that doesn't make it onto the 11-team grid of playoff teams and those in the hunt, where does your motivation come from when the season's lost and you're checking the boxes and everybody expects the coach to be gone after the year? Is it as simple as pride? Because you got to balance the pride against the fact that you could end up with an injury that requires surgery and rehab for months into the offseason. Like, how do you still find a way to start the engine, Chris? What have you seen and heard and experienced in your days as a player when you get to garbage time of the season and you still got to go out there and find a way to perform?
Well, it's pride, one. Two, you're still being evaluated. Like, you always hear, right, the big eye in the sky doesn't lie. When you talk about film, everybody except for a few guys on every team are basically on a one-year contract. So you got to continue to play well because, after the season, everybody's the team you're on is going to go through and go, wait, did he play up to our standards? Do we want to keep him next year? We didn't play very good this year. Was he the reason we didn't play well, right? So there's that element. It's your future. It's what you're doing as far as, making money. The other thing is the majority of the guys in the locker room, they like playing football, right? There's like the feeling you have is, oh, man, right? We only got a few more weeks of this. I can't believe it's December. We better enjoy this. I remember being in games late in the year and going, damn, we're not playing for anything, but damn, here, this is great. We're outside. We're throwing footballs. It's the middle of December. This is awesome. Being in the stadium, the electricity of that is still the pride, the competitive nature of the football player. The fact that, wait, I've been the man my whole life. I mean, I'm not used to losing, and I'm never going to take losing, easily or slight that feeling of I want to win and go out there. And two, because it's NFL professional football players, even when you are the team that's 2-10 playing the team that's 10-2, you still go, damn, we got a lot of badass mofos in here. We might not be as good as them, but, we got talent. We went to big-time colleges. We know if we make a few plays and they make one or two mistakes, hey, this is the NFL. Even though we're 2-10, we might be able to pull off the upset. So I think those are the things that, keep teams like New England Patriots and those players, with the juices flowing a little bit, for lack of a better way to say it.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.